Hello students, this side CS Rahul Tawi. I am a qualified company secretary having 15 plus years of teaching experience. I have taught a lot of students in their company secretary journey and I'm here to mentor yours as well. When it comes to company secretary course, I strongly believe that this is not just an academic pursuit. Remember, this is not just an academic degree. This is going to be your career. This is going to be your profession. This is going to be the source of your earning. This is going to be the determinant how you are going to live your life further, right? So definitely it is also determining your lifestyle, right? So I want you from the day one that you should take it quite very seriously. Being a professional qualification, it requires a lot of hard work, persistency, consistency, and determination, right? So you have to be very hardworking throughout the journey. But remember, what all you guys are going to put, it is going to give you a shine like a star. So logically, take it very seriously from very first day of your company secretary journey and shine like a star. All the best. Hello students. If you are aware about the fact or not, but I want to share a fact with you that earlier the CSEET, that is company secretary executive entrance test, was an online test to be conducted from the comfort of your home, right? Means you guys can enroll, you guys can study, and you can give the examination by remote proctor mode. You're going to be monitored live, and you can give the examination at the comfort of your home, right? But now, from June 2026, uh, uh, you know, uh, the online exam has been started in August 2020. I think that was the very first attempt when, due to COVID, the institute has launched online CSEET exam. But now they came out with its old pattern earlier. Now you have to give the CSEET exam as the CS Foundation exam was earlier conducted. Now this is going to be exam from center. This is not going to be an exam from home. And earlier, under CSEET 2020 pattern, all the papers were MCQ based papers, but now three papers are going to be, descriptive paper, like 3 hours a paper you have to give the exam. And one paper, that is, I think, business law and business management, is going to be an OMR based examination, that is MCQ based examination. Okay, so there are going to be four papers. So in this video I'm going to give you clear idea about a CSEET, everything I would cover as per the notification issued by ICSI, so that you will have very much clarity that how to proceed further with your CSEET examination to be conducted with the new pattern launched by institute. Okay, so I have covered everything. So I told you very clearly in the first slide, I have mentioned that only that this is going to be a descriptive examination from center, not examination from home. Although few people find it like it's going to be challenging, and definitely the result is going to be dropped down. Earlier under CSEET, the passing percentage were more than 80%. Logic behind that is, um, logically it was an MCQ based test, so comparatively MCQ based test may passing percentage would definitely be going to be high. But as it is going to be the descriptive paper, so like earlier, the passing percentage are going to be within the range of 20 to 40%. Means if 100 students are sitting for the examination, around on upper side 40 students would be able to qualify the exam in the first attempt, and remaining 60% has to reappear. So the level of difficulty of the exam is going to be high. Okay, so what is going to be the eligibility criteria? See, when it comes to company secretary course, the entire course is being divided into four parts. The first part is CS Foundation, that is called CSEET exam. The second is going to be your CS Executive. The third is going to be your CS Professional. And after that, you have to get into the training, full time training, um, uh, which is around 21 month ka training is mandatory under new training scheme, which is going to be a paid training. And around 3 month ka you have to go through with the short term training. So as of now, if I would say that if you are undergraduate student who haven't qualified with his or her graduation, means your 12th pass out, or a student who is appearing for 12th can go for CSEET. Okay. So this CSEET exam is going to be for undergraduate, those who haven't completed their graduation, maybe they are in their first year, second year, or final year. But if you are appearing for your final graduation exam, you are absolutely eligible for CS executive registration. So, under old structure of CSEET 2020, Institute has discontinued the provisional registration for CS executive, but now they have again started with it. If you are appearing for your final semester, then you will be eligible for CS executive. So as of now, I'll keep it to the point. Who is going to be eligible for CSEET exam? So it is going to be, undergraduate students or a student who is appearing for their 12th examination. Okay. So even if you're appearing for your 12th examination in 2026, in the month of March or something, and you have admit card, so you guys can get yourself registered for CSEET examination to be conducted in June 2026. Got my point? So it's not mandatory that you need to have, mark sheet of your 12th standard to register for your CSEET exam. Um, Only if you're having an admit card of your concerned board, you would be eligible for registration as a student of company secretary executive entrance test. Got my point? But you need to be an Indian national, means this exam is going to be conducted for Indian nationals only. Foreign nationals are not eligible for CSEET exam. Got my point? Next, if you're a graduate, or if you have done with your CSEET exam, or you are CS Foundation qualified, or if you're CA finalist, or if you're CMA finalist, or if you're appearing for your graduation examination, you need not to go through with CSEET exam. I told you very clearly, this exam is for undergraduates only. This is not going to be for graduate people. If you're graduate, postgraduate, or you are in your CA final, or if you're in your CMA final, then you need not to appear for CSEET examination. As you guys are planning to, start your career as a company secretary student, I am pretty sure about the fact that you must have an idea about chartered accountancy examination, and you must have an idea about cost and management accountancy examination. So definitely, if you are CA finalist or CMA finalist, you need not to appear for CSEET examination, even if you are undergraduate. Okay. Next, what is going to be the fee structure? So, if I would talk about the financial associated with the CSEET under new pattern, definitely the fee has been increased tremendously by the institute, because under old, CSEET pattern that has been launched in 2020, institute used to charge only 1,000 rupees initially for CSEET registration. Later, they have increased the fees to, I think, 1,500 rupees, and then 2,000 rupees. But now you have to go for two different registrations with institute. One would be registration as a student for CSEET, where you have to pay the fees of 7,500 rupees to the institute, which includes study material cost, which includes student induction program ka cost, and which even includes free online classes by the institute. Means it will be a paid online classes by institute. But the fee is going to be 7,500 rupees, which remains valid for a period of 3 years. Means within the period of 3 years, you have to qualify your CSEET examination. Okay. Uh, so when it comes to registration fees, it is going to be 7,500 rupees. Examination fees for per session, you have to pay 1,500 rupees. Like if you're appearing for June 2026 and you couldn't qualify and you want to reappear for the next examination, you have to pay 1,500 rupees extra. Okay. So if you'll qualify in very first attempt, the total fees will be 7,500 rupees plus 1,500 rupees. That is 9,000 is going to be the cost. But if you belongs to ST category, or you are physically handicapped, or you are a resident of Northeast states and certain other states, uh, or union territories, you will get 50% discount. But if you are from Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, you need not to pay any registration fees at all. Okay. And when it comes to examination fees, they have given concession only to two categories. If you're SC and ST category, you will get 50% discount, that is 750 rupees from your examination fees. And if you're physically handicapped candidate, then again you will get 50% concession in examination fees. So there are different criteria for exemption from registration fees and exemption from exam fees. Okay. I will put up this slides or proper, brochure of CSEET in a simplified language below the description of in the description of the this video, so that you guys can easily go through with all the terms and conditions. Okay. Now, cutoff date for registration. Now, although institute has came out with a proper date of registration for the very first attempt of June 2026. Okay, but as of now, tentatively, institute has came out with a cutoff dates for registration. They are saying for June attempt, you have to get yourself registered on or after 1st October of the previous year, or 31st January of the current year. Means if you have been registered till 31st January of 2026, you will be eligible for June 2026 attempt. Means institute is giving you a preparation time of February, March, April and May, 4 months, right? So logically, if you want to go for an October session, or if you want to go for February session, uh, accordingly 4 month ka gap is mandatory if you are willing to appear for the upcoming examination. So like if you want to go ahead with February ka examination, then you have to get yourself registered with the institute on or before 30th September of the previous year, right? So you will have October, November, December and January, that is 4 month ka gap. So ultimately institute want you to prepare for the examination for a period of 4 months. Okay, if you'll breach the deadlines, then you will be not eligible for the upcoming attempt. You have to skip that attempt and you will go for the another attempt. Okay. And I told you there are two different registrations are required. One is registration as a student, for which you will pay 7500 rupees and you have to meet out the cutoff dates. And once you will be registered as a student and you will start your preparation for appearing in the examination, you have to file the enrollment form with the institute under CSET old syllabus, or old pattern. There is only one form, that is student registration form, for which you are paying around 2000 ka cost. But now there is two separate registration required. One is student registration by paying 7500 rupees within the cutoff dates, then you will be eligible for appearing in the upcoming exam. But you can only appear for the exam if you will fill the enrollment form. For enrollment form, you have to pay 1500 rupees ka fees to the institute. It is going to be an online process. For June attempt, institute will open their window from 1st March to 7th April. So you will have 1 month, 7 days within which you have to get yourself registered or enrolled for upcoming exam. So as the very first attempt is going to be June 2026 exam, window for registration as a student has been opened from 16th December to 31st January. Okay. So you have to get yourself registered before 31st January 2026 if you're willing to appear for June 2026 exam. Along with that, you have to get yourself enrolled for the examination from 1st March to 7th April 2026 to appear to be eligible for appear in the examination. Okay, so two different registration is required. Cost involved is 9,000. Subject matter of certain concessions by the institute. Okay, now uh, just a minute. Fees once paid would not be refundable at any cost. That is always applicable. Means if you'll pay 7500 rupees ka fees or 1500 ka enrollment fees, and you could not manage to appear in the exam, you cannot claim for refund of the fees. Second, they are saying validity, registration validity remains for a period of 3 years from the month of registration. So if you're registered in the month of December 2025, it remains valid for December 2025 to 26, 27, and 28. Means your registration become over on 31st December 2028, right? Now, when it comes to validity of CSEET mark sheet, it remains valid for a period of 1 year from the date of result. From the date of result, they are saying, not from the month of the result. So suppose if your result is out on, I'm giving you an example, on 5th July 2026, it remains valid till 4th July 2027, before which you have to get yourself registered in CS Executive. Okay, if you'll not get yourself registered for CS Executive within 1 year, you have to reappear for CSEET exam. So it's like same 1 year validity of mark sheet, 3 year validity of registration. 3 year validity of registration means you can give any attempt, any number of attempt within the period of 3 years. And 1 year validity means once you will be qualified, you have to get yourself registered with institute as a CS executive students. Institute would not issue any physical mark sheet. Institute will only issue digital market mark sheet, because we are now the part of digital India, right? Now, passing criteria. When it comes to passing criteria, they are very clear. It's same in CA, CS, and CMA examination. For individual paper to qualify, you have to score minimum 40% marks. Okay. And altogether, you have to, score 50% marks. So suppose there are 4 papers. So in each paper, minimum 40 marks you have to score. And altogether, your sum total should be not less than 200 because 400 mark ke papers are there, right? So if you have scored 40 marks in, say, business communication, any which ways you have to set off by scoring 60 marks in another paper, right? Then only your sum total will be 200. But if your sum total is 200 but you got 39 marks in one paper, you won't qualify your CSET exam. Got my point? So minimum 40 marks in each paper. Altogether, aggregate should not be less than 50%. Okay. The paper is going to be conducted, exam time is going to be, it will be in designated center by institute. Generally, it is going to be the colleges nearby your vicinity. Institute do not have its own examination center. It does conduct its examination through, colleges, where their invigilator or examiners are coming to conduct the examination. They are having tie-up with the local colleges. So it is going to be in college premises, and it is going to be timing of the examination will be daytime. So June being the month of summer, it's going to be hot, definitely. So it will be 2:30 to 5:45, and 15 minutes reading time will be provided additionally to read the paper. No negative marking, even if it is no negative marking, even if it is MCQ paper. So same to same like CSEET, no negative marking, old pattern, right? Right. Now I told you for June 2026, window will open on 16 December 2025 and close on 15 February 2026. So they have given additional 15 days. Logic is like last date for registering in CSEET January 2026 was 15 December. That is why for these very first attempt, they are giving 15 days additional. Okay. Next time, say it will be open from 1st November. Okay. 1st November to 31st January. So as of now, for you, what is important? You have to get yourself registered as a CSEET student before on or before 15th February 2026. Once you'll be registered as a student, now you have to enroll for the examination between 1st March to 7th April 2026. Even if you got late in your enrollment, with late fees, institute will open the enrollment window from 8th April to 20th April, so you can get yourself enrolled before 20th April. I told you it is going to be center-based examination. Exam dates are prefixed. It's going to be on 1st June to 4th June. Every day there will be one examination. So 4 days ke examination is going to be conducted. I have attached the link. You guys can go and check and get yourself registered for your company secretary journey. Okay, students.